Monday Night Football, the Rams, led by Matthew Stafford, travel to Levi Stadium to take on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. I got my favorite player prop and spreader over-under pick for this showdown on Monday Night Football. Right now, the Rams sitting at 3.5-point favorites, over-under 50.5 points. Now, if you're new, consider clicking that subscribe button. We appreciate all the new people out there that keep smashing that subscribe button. We are only 150 subscribers away from 13,000. And once we hit that, we'll do a $13,000 giveaway parlay to you guys. Also, like and comment down below. Comment your best bet. I'm curious what you guys are playing. But without further ado, let's start with my player prop of this game. And it's not going to be Odell Beckham Jr. making his debut with the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be starting with another Ram, Darrell Henderson Jr., and I'm taking his over 68.5 rushing yards, minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, Henderson's season has been up and down, up and down. It's been a roller coaster. If you have him in fantasy football, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because some games he'll have 20 points, and then some games he'll have like 7 points. You're like, what do I even do with this guy? But last week, he was not. But something that's been consistent about Darrell Henderson Jr.'s season is that he's never gone back-to-back games without hitting 68.5 rushing yards. Well, last week, the Rams got cute. They got blown out by the Titans. What they do, they saw Matthew Stafford wheeling and dealing, and they decided, you know what, we're going to abandon the run. We're just going to abandon what has made us so good, getting play-action passes for Stafford. They stopped doing it, and that's all. Darrell Henderson with a season-low 11 carries. He still managed 55 rushing yards, but today you should see more carries. It's over-under for attempts is 15.5. I think Sean McVay and company get it going on the ground. Now, one thing that I could be a little bit concerned about is Robert Woods, the great receiver for the Rams, tore his ACL. Get well soon, Bobby Trees. And Odell Beckham Jr., the new Ram, will be thrust right into the starting lineup. Now, we don't know necessarily how much he'll play. Van Jefferson obviously will play his role, but Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, they're always known. And what people hearken about, what people praise them is they always are active in the run game, blocking people. So that's a little bit concerning for Darrell Henderson Jr., but I think they'll find a way, put in more tight ends, and get the ground game going. Either way, last time the Rams were in San Francisco, Darrell Henderson at 88 rushing yards last season. I'll ride with him again tonight. Now, moving on to another play, my over-under pick. This will be the final one of the video. Rams versus 49ers. I'm taking the under 50.5 points, minus 110. Now, like I said earlier, I do think the Rams get it going on the ground game, and they run it along instead of just slinging it around like they had been doing. At least they tried to do last week. They got cute, and it just didn't work out all that well. And we already know, if you're a 49ers fan or you've watched them, you know they want to get the ground game going with Elijah Mitchell and all the other backs they got out there. Now, while the 49ers defense, to be frank, it's not been great recently, but I do think it will look better. It's a primetime game, Monday Night Football, divisional matchup at home. I think they step up a little bit better than they have been doing in the past recent games. And not to mention they're 3-5, and falling to 3-6 is kind of like a death sentence. You don't want to be 3-6, especially because they got to verse the Rams later, and they got a bunch of other tough teams on their schedule. So you don't want to be 3-6. Now the under, which they still could, but I still do think this under will hit. Now the under has cashed in 6 of the last 8 games in San Francisco between these two teams, and 4 of 6 in general, wherever they were, regardless of venue. And in my opinion, the 49ers have a much greater shot at winning this game if it's lower scoring. The higher scoring it gets, I put my odds in the Rams' favor. So I think they're going to be looking to try to hunker down, get the run game going, and that's why I'm going to take the under 50.5 points. My other play is the obviously Darrell Henderson Jr. over 68.5 rushing yards. We don't know what Robert Woods, he won't be there, so we'll see how this offense, the Rams' offense, moves. Might force him into, third down. That's where Robert Woods makes his money. Him and Cooper Kupp. We'll see how OBJ fits into the scheme. It's going to be fun to see. It's going to be a great game. So, like I said, let me know down below. Comment your best bet, whatever you guys are playing. I'm curious I haven't seen any Odell Beckham Jr. lines, so I'm curious what the lines come out to be. We really have no idea. He's either going to smash them or go absolutely under them. It's going to be a great game, so enjoy the Monday Night Football showdown. These are my 2 best bets. Good luck tonight, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.